Now we're working the Muay Thai clinch. This is brutal. I want to see knees only. Control him from there. That's how you do it. There we go. Make him pay there. Nobody in this division can hang with you.
I'm Megan Levy, and this is your UFC Minute. As a fighter's wins begin to add up, the pressure to maintain momentum becomes a major factor. Every fighter who competes in the octagon will tell you that he will take a win by any means possible. But as one of the UFC's top strikers, this lightweight star is taking the judges out of the equation, as he has used fists and feet to finish each of his opponents during his winning streak by way of spectacular knockout. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC lightweight division bout. Dude, how about the hand speed on this guy? Certainly good fighters feel like they can beat speed with timing and precision, but it's hard to get a beat on this guy, and with the punches and bunches and the combinations which keep on coming, a lot of guys are going to succumb to that accumulation of punches. He's got the power to go with the speed. This guy, a five-tool player on the feet, but the hand speed certainly is what jumps off the film.
This guy has ridiculous hand speed, lightning fast punches that come in absolutely swift combinations.
Man, is it good to see a striker of this caliber make the walk to the UFC octagon tonight. Really decorated on the feet, and no surprise, he's definitely interested, Joe, in keeping this fight standing. We'll see if he can put on a striking clinic tonight. Takedown defense will be a weapon of use if he can keep the fight upright. Scary for the opposition tonight.
This guy is amongst one of the most elusive fighters as far as his defense is concerned. Extremely difficult to hit.
And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. 4 years apart, with the same height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 7 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Mannheim, Germany, the Giant. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the right corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 8 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 153 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Johnson! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, third man in the octagon for this one.
You ready? Let's go, come on!
It's the speed. And there he swung with a haymaker. Oh, nice.
Johnson gets absolutely punished by that head kick.
Oh, power kick to the arms. Oh!
Oh, nice combination of kicks there by Johnson.
Really threw everything into that uppercut, but fell short. He got tagged there.
Oh, nice job to block the kick.
Just missed with a huge kick. Nice body shot.
Able to check that kick as well.
Both guys just trying to figure each other out now. Tags him. Whoa, boy, he's swinging now. He's keeping his head protected here. Excellent blocking. Oh, he missed that kick. Good defense there. That one hurt.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Inside leg kick is good. Oh, nice strike landed there by Johnson.
The kick gets through. He's starting to land those kicks to the body.
Oh, absolutely, Joe. He has stayed committed to the body kicks, and they have really started to pile up. Beautiful combination of punches to the head. He gets tagged again. We cross the midpoint in round 1. Oh! Wow. He's got him hurt here.
Head kick! Big straight punch.
How about that shin? Well, so he gets clipped once again here, Joe, and he continues to be vulnerable by leaning in. He's keeping his head on the center line. He's got to change things up a little bit here. There's that kick. Takedown attempt there.
And he's got the single leg takedown. Caught him with a punch.
Oh, elbow to the head there by Johnson. The ground strikes continue to pile up.
These are some devastating elbows.
Well, it's certainly been a weapon of choice for him tonight. Another elbow landed there by Johnson. Looked like it did start a little bit.
He tagged him. He's hurt bad. This could be it right here. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped. High kick! He hurt him! Oh, good punches from the top here.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Gets up again here, but hurting. All right, so there's a swing and a miss from him, and sometimes when you miss, it can tax your gas tank even more than when you land a strike. So clearly, it is energy preservation time at this point of the fight. Oh, he pummels. Now he's got double underhooks, Joe.
He moves to the Muay Thai clinch. This could be it. Oh, he's hurt again.
Lands a kick to the leg here, Joe.
And he doesn't get it.
That strike will count.
Oh.
Oh, caught him there with the head kick. Hook to the head there by Johnson.
Oh, man, with that right leg kick.
And another kick lands.
Dropping down, looking for a single.
10 seconds.
And he scores a single leg takedown.
Second round, straight ahead.
Let's take another look at some of the action from that round. Here's a perfect kick to the body. Here's a perfectly placed kick that results in a knockdown. Here's a devastating kick that results in a knockdown.
Listen, when you come out, I want you to start fast. Go after him right away. Throw some strike.
Brittany Palmer here doing her thing as usual. All right, second round underway.
That last round was absolutely insane. Both guys got rocked. If they continue at that pace, someone's going to sleep in this round.
Well, and his release on the body kick is very similar to his release on the leg kick and the high kick, so oftentimes the opponent doesn't know what's coming. We show you the numbers here. Amazing just how many body kicks he has thrown to this point of this fight.
Yep.
Able to check the high kick.
Nice. Look at the swelling in his right eye.
Wow!
He's very wobbly. He's trying to hang on. Misses a huge hook to the head.
Oh, that's a big block, Joe. Circling to his right. Oh, nice hook. Well, once again, he gets clipped up top, Joe, and again, he continues to show that vulnerability, leaning into his opponent's offense. Got to figure out a way to make the adjustments, change up the tempo, and get that head off the center line.
He's looking to pass. Nicely timed sweep, and now he's in half guard. In full guard. Beautiful scramble.
And he switches his stance yet again.
Again! He hurt him!
He's got him here, attacked him. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Landed a big kick for the knockout.
Yeah, Joe, a tremendous kick to end the fight tonight. That might be the biggest highlight of his UFC career. He certainly didn't telegraph it, but he got full force and extension behind it, and his opponent had absolutely no chance after that weapon was thrown. A perfect land and perfect execution to get the knockout with that kick here tonight.
And here we see it again. Crank right on the jaw.
And there he is after a massive knockout here tonight. Near perfect execution and a seminal moment for him here in the octagon tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 46 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, showtime!
So there's the man of the moment, just the way he drew it up here tonight as he gets his hand raised and does so emphatically by way of the KO. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way at the end of the night. I'm not sure. Still a few fights to go. But at the very least, you can be sure his next fight will be a big one, and he will celebrate deep into the night with his teammates, his coaches, and his friends after this monumental victory here under the bright lights tonight. Coming up next, a UFC lightweight division bout. All right, so here is this defensively gifted fighter, and certainly has some offense as well, but more often than not, that offense is set up by his sound defense. He uses movement beautifully, uses his defense to create offensive angles. This guy can stick and move with the best of the man, and even when you think you have him in a bad position, more often than not, swivels that head off of the center line and counters you right in the jaw. So an outstanding defensive striker, very good counterattacks, and a very interesting matchup in front of him tonight.
This guy has insanely fast kicking speed and ridiculous leg dexterity. If you are close enough for him to kick you, you've got a real problem on your hands.
All right, so an interesting stylistic clash in front of this young fighter here tonight. You got to think he's trying to figure out how best to get this fight to the ground and use his ability to pass. This guy cuts the guard with the best of them. Great technique, but also a plus athlete. And he's not afraid to lean on that athleticism and do some unorthodox things to better position himself on the ground.
This guy has insanely fast kicking technique. If you are within kicking range, you are in a world of trouble.
And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Both fighters are 27. Some differences in height and reach as well. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds of the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 9 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 153 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Johnson! And now he's his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 12 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Alexander the Great Hernandez! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
Ready? You ready?
We are underway. All right, here we go with round 1. His knockout streak really has been the stuff of legend, knocking out contenders left and right. He's won his last 3, all of them by flush knockout. Shades of Vitor Belfort back in 2013. We'll see if he can keep it going here tonight. All right, first round is underway. We'll see how long it takes for him to find a home for these patented, powerful overhand punches. Always a big weapon of his on fight night. We'll see how soon he can get it going tonight. Wow!
Oh, look at this! Who saw that coming? Big shot from the clinch. Back up to his feet.
Johnson's doing a nice job pummeling.
Oh! Big knee! He's hurt! He's trying to stay up. Body kick, look at that.
Oh, he got cracked with the jab there, Joe, and his head is firmly on the center line, the one place he really can't afford to be. He's showing some vulnerability here by leaning right into his opponent's range. Let's see if he can make some adjustments here. Head kick attempt, it's blocked. In on a single here. And there's the single leg.
Perfectly timed sweep.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch.
Oh,
that'll do it!
Goodness. Beautiful ground and pound KO.
Love me some ground and pound, Joe, as he gets his opponent out of there and finishes the fight. He was not stalling whatsoever. Big shots from top position. It's one thing when you're trying to score. It's another thing when you're actually trying to end the fight. He was trying to finish the fight and certainly succeeded. Outstanding TKO victory for him there.
Here it is one more time. Boom! And then he's out.
And there he is after the huge knockout turned in tonight. Near perfect execution and one of the bigger highlights of his UFC career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 39 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Johnson!
So there's the man of the moment, just the way he drew it up here tonight as he gets his hand raised and does so emphatically by way of the KO. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way at the end of the night. I'm not sure. Still a few fights to go. But at the very least, you can be sure his next fight will be a big one, and he will celebrate deep into the night with his teammates, his coaches, and his friends after this monumental victory here under the bright lights tonight. All right, coming up next, it's a UFC lightweight division bout. Well, it's a rare skill for a fighter to be able to stand in the pocket and avoid taking significant damage. But if you've watched the film on this young fighter, that's exactly what he's able to do. He frustrates and exhausts his opponents, and he stays pretty relaxed because he's so defensively sound. He uses movement and defense to set up his offense. Consummate sticker and mover. He gets his head off of the center line, and even when you think you have him in a compromising position, more often than not, he's able to swivel that head and get out of harm's way. You know, there is just something terrifying about guys with crazy hand speed, and that certainly applies to this young man. Punches and bunches, as good a combination striking game as we've seen in the UFC in years, and you gotta think the accumulation of punches, which have worn down lesser opponents, could wear down his opponent here tonight. It's one thing to see the hand speed on film, it's another thing to see it in your face on fight night. We'll see how this matchup plays out tonight.
This guy is amongst one of the most elusive fighters as far as his defense is concerned. Extremely difficult to hit.
And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. More than 5 years apart. Some differences in height and reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 10 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 153 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, Johnson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 15 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Sunderland, England, ladies and gentlemen, an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Ross, the Real Deal Peice! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
All right, with that, we are underway. Good to have you with us, as always, as we broadcast live tonight from United Center in Chicago, Illinois. If you know anything about Ross Pearson, not the type of guy who would turn down, I wouldn't think, any lightweight on this roster.
Doing a fantastic job of blocking shots.
Lands an outside leg kick of his own. All right, so let's see how the early portions of this fight play out. You know about the massive power he has in those kicks. He'll attack.
He lands a huge elbow to the head.
He might get the TKO
He's
here.
out cold.
Do you believe it?
Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Well, Joe, we've talked a lot about his technique and how technical a striker he is, and that was really the shot heard around the world to get the finish here in the first round. Again, maybe he caught the guy cold a little bit. He didn't have a chance to warm up, but that is a huge result for him here tonight, and on the other side, he didn't take much damage, so big, big win for him here tonight.
Here we see it again. Ba-boom!
So a strong candidate for some bonus money there. A huge knockout for him here tonight. Near perfect execution. They'll be talking about this result for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne is going to stop to this contest at 33 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Johnson!
So just the way he drew it up here tonight, what a monumental moment and knockout to get his hand raised here tonight. He kept the judges out of it. He has certainly set himself up for a major opportunity here moving forward. But you can be sure tonight is about this knockout. He'll be celebrating deep into the night with his friends, his family, his coaches. Congratulations on a big KO tonight.
To become a legend in the UFC, a fighter needs someone to push him to be great. McGregor had Diaz, Jones had Cormier, and Silva had Sonnen. Each series didn't just pit the best against the best, but it matched up rivals that had personal scores to settle. And when the octagon door shut, the bad blood reached a boiling point. Who will be the one to step up and put this feud to rest? Or give up bragging rights once and for all?
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC lightweight division bout. All right, so here he is making his way to the octagon for this unquestionably a rivalry fight here tonight. And this is not promotional hyperbole, folks. These fighters do not like each other. Tonight, in short order, they will close the octagon door behind them.
This guy is a great striker. What he wants to do is land hard and early, get the respect of his opponent, and avoid any grappling exchanges.
So here he is, ladies, gentlemen, the inimitable Diego Nightmare Sanchez, mean-mugging the camera as usual. This is as conditioned a fighter as we have on this roster, eternally aggressive. He knows one direction, that is forward. Certainly Greg Jackson and Mike Winklejohn in his corner will invoke some strategy here tonight. But you know, once that octagon door closes, it is all action for Diego Nightmare Sanchez.
Diego Sanchez is a longtime UFC veteran since his appearance on the very first Ultimate Fighter. He's known for his aggressive attacks, great wrestling skills, and vicious ground and pound.
And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age. Some differences in height and reach. Now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 11 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 153 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, Johnson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 31 wins, 11 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, presenting an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Diego Nightmare Sanchez! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta, your referee.
You ready? You ready?
All right, we are underway here at the famed Madison Square Garden right in New York City. All right, so here we go with round 1 as we get this rivalry matchup underway. These fighters, of course, do not like each other. They have said they will try to just focus on their skills and letting their skills take over. Easier said than done, of course, when you're sharing the octagon with someone who you have such legitimate disdain for.
Oh, that was a big left hand he connected with. Good defense there.
Sanchez gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Oh, that hook has been there all night. There's another one by Johnson.
They are trading huge punches here.
Oh, massive We'll see if he can finish.
He hurt him with that hook. He is going after it here.
Oh, another head kick lands, Joe. He's landed several here in the round. He's really starting to do damage and take control of this fight.
Absolutely.
Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. Sanchez gets tattooed with that hook. He's going to have to change some things here. And he lands a kick to the leg now. Pretty good work on the feet tonight by Johnson.
Even when you block those still stun you.
Trying to double up on that jab. Well, you know these leg kicks, Joe, are a big part of his arsenal, but I'm not sure he's been any better with it than he is here tonight. Visibly now, his opponent has started to slow down.
Nice right hand.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. Sanchez gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those. Nice defense there. Huge block. That's a really strong leg kick there by Johnson.
Tries a big hook to the head, but misses.
Well, he walked into his opponent's range there and ate that hook. He was unprotected, unguarded, and he's been susceptible to that hook in previous UFC fights. Got to figure out a way to move those feet and ultimately circle out and get that head off the center line. Lands a punch there, Joe. Looked like it did stun him a little bit. Oh, man, postured up, landed a huge elbow from the top. We'll see if that one will cut him open.
He is taking a beating.
That is it.
Ground and pound KO.
Yeah, Joe, the finish comes courtesy of some outstanding ground and pound, and it's one thing to try to score when you have your opponent in a compromised position on the ground. It's another thing to try to end the fight, and that's exactly what he was trying to do here tonight. Elbows and punches and hammer fists, one weapon after the next, and ultimately the knockout materializes. Nicely done there.
And here it is again. Smack. Look at that elbow.
So a strong candidate for some bonus money there. A huge knockout for him here tonight. Near perfect execution. They'll be talking about this result for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata is going to stop this contest at 2 minutes, 46 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Johnson!
Well, there have got to be few things sweeter, Joe, than winning a rivalry fight like this in the UFC, and you can see the celebration is on, and why not? Huge result for him here tonight.